Looks like we made it finally. Sorry, I had a lasagna emergency that I didn't get to eat, but yeah, we're here anyways. I'll just eat later, right? I mean, who cares about food, right? Or water or anything. But hey,
There.
how we doing tonight? We're here to talk about that thing, the unhype of that thing that's coming out tomorrow. Oh my God. But before we start talking about that real quick, I want to say, hey, hi to Wheel of Oak sellouts. How are you? First one into the chat. You get the prize for today. Aldan is here. James Matisse is here. How are you? Thumb is here. What's up, Thumb? Matt, as always, is here, keeping those Wyman of Winethan away. Caladir, how you doing? Lakizzle is here. What is happening, indeed, Mr. Staplebow? Good to see you. Let's see who else. Step is here, the new member. Thanks for being here. Royer Mitchell. Victor, is it Valady Bernard?
Valandi Bernard.
Valandi Bernard. What they done to Matt is an abomination. He has no story. We're gonna be at episode 6, and we barely see Matt. And that's part of why. Well, not part. That's exactly why I put him on the thumbnail. Hey, Elena. Hello, smile a while for me, and Robert Moore. Luther, I see you there too. Victor. Yes. I mean, I don't know any other way to say it. Matt is a non-entity. If you told us that they didn't recast Barney Harris, probably nobody would notice because the other guy is barely in the show. I mean, like, do you know where I had to go all the way back to episode 4, like the beginning of it to get that thumbnail. He's not in episode 5. He's not in episode 3. Like it's he's nowhere, and it's just like, for a character that is so heavily represented in these books to just be gone.
And all of his scenes were very poorly lit too, if I remember correctly. Am I wrong?
Well, I mean, go ahead, Sal.
It wasn't just the lighting, it was also the dialogue and the costuming and the music and the cinematography, Brian.
Well,
but you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Let's see, what was it? Are you popping? No, you're good. What? Are you pooping?
Who's popping?
No, I don't think you're pooping, Alex. You're okay. You're at the desk. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
You might need to eat that
my
lasagna, dude. I
Leave me
think you're
alone.
hallucinating. You're hallucinating.
I haven't eaten it. My lasagna is downstairs. I didn't get to eat it. I mean, but that's the other thing. The bulk of thanks, Salty. The bulk of Matt's scenes are in the freaking jail cell. That's not a jail cell. Being Andy Dufresne tunneling to see his savior, freaking Min. So that's where Matt's been. Go ahead, Nate.
Well, much like Andy Dufresne, he is having to tunnel through a river of shit, which is known as the Wheel of Prime.
That is true.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is true. It's still hilarious that she's just sitting there, and that was Lanfear's master plan.
Yeah.
Master plan. Oh my God. But
well, with Matt, it's a sad thing that you have one of these main characters from the books that is just being used as a plot device. He was a plot device to move the dagger. This season, he's a plot device to get Rand to probably go to Falme, and that's it.
I still don't know how they're going to do. They're sending him to care. God, I don't even know the mental jumping jacks we're going to go through here. Like, they're sending him to Carhean to get him to Falme?
Don't do the work. The writers didn't do the work. Now we're sitting here going, how's that going to happen? The same way that every other damn thing in the show has happened, which is it just magically happens. It just they're there, or something happens. This show has no shits to give about continuity or story at all, and that's not hyperbole. That's what makes this so difficult to watch, among other things.
Okay, let's see here. John, what's up? Good to see you. But we also have a few things. There was not much news again, because I guess they don't want to give it away. I don't know, but it's like, I don't know. It's like the scene they released the scene this time on EW, right? It's like they trickle out this garbage, and then it's just like, it's the weirdest fucking. We lost Alex.
Wow.
It's just like it's such a nothing scene. Like we'll bring it up here in a second. I don't know if you guys have seen it in chat, and I know Napoleon has requested a poll afterwards that we'll get to, but it's just like I, I don't know. I don't. It's the weirdest thing how they're just advertising it. Like, have they given up? Is that
given up.
Because
they've given up. I was going to say they've given up because that article that Alex shared, and it was in Entertainment Weekly, the most trusted news source in entertainment out there, and it's about Rosamund Pike being a subject matter expert on Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time series. Like, move over Tom Shippey. Rosamund Pike, she knows the books, and that's what adds so much to her performances, is she can incorporate everything she knows from the books into not actually doing any story from the books.
Oh, but she read the Dragon. She narrated the Dragon Reborn.
It's true.
I mean, you know. So
what about that famous picture of her actually reading the first page of The Eye of the World? I mean, she's like the LeBron James of acting.
Thank you. That's right. That's right.
Also, don't forget that, at least she opened the book. Freaking, the picture we got of Rafe was the closed book on his leg. Remember that one? I remember that one when they announced him. Was like, oh, he's got the closed book on his leg. Wonderful. So Alex shared me this. Is that big enough? Let's see if we can. This is the updated.
That's what she said.
Character word count through 1 through 5 here. Okay, so Leandrin is still killing it.
How?
Poorly, very poorly, and not very believably, Brian. That's what I think. What do you think? Are you enjoying the Leandrin love fest?
I mean, you'd think it would be Moraine. This is the Moraine Rosamund Pike show, but I guess this is the Leandrin show now. I mean,
she's in the last. I don't remember IMDb. She's in this season, doesn't she? She's in the last 3 episodes somewhere, isn't she?
Is she part of the main? Is she part of the main cast? The actress.
She has to be. She's got the #1 word count.
Yeah.
I mean, they do. Like, Fleetwood. I only remember her last name for some reason, but Fleetwood.
Kate Fleetwood.
The only one. Yeah. So she's been announced, and they share a lot that she's a wonderful actress and all that stuff, right? So she's got to be part of the main cast at this point. If not, it's just like. You're giving the most word count to a secondary character. Well, we already know.
So she's not credited in the finale.
Really? Okay.
Really? Wow. Okay, so that she doesn't have to get top billing. Look at Perrin though, man. Perrin making a comeback, almost doubling his word count.
Look at Matt.
Wait, hold on. Sorry,
this is insane.
Perrin's at 12.
Yeah,
Rand's at 9th place.
Matt at 423. Who like we knew this was gonna be just an abomination, but they recast Matt? They did all this stuff. We had some inklings of it because we saw he never changed his freaking clothes. So it's like, well, how much is he really doing if he's in the same outfit the whole time? And here we are. Go. Probably what were you gonna say? I'm sorry, buddy.
How does Logain have more? How does he have more than that?
Don't ask questions. Just consume. Just consume, you toxic haters. How look at Rand. Like, remove everything else. What is Rand's word count? He's got 816. That is 1/3 of what Leandrin and Moiraine have. Okay.
Well, I think we all said it at one point or another, right? They're using him exactly the same way they did in season 1, which was we were all astounded that he had the amount of screen time that he had because he was invisible. It didn't seem like he did anything. Well, it's exactly the case here. He's there with every time Moraine is talking, he's in the background playing cards with the gay prince that is pretending to want to marry the queen, I guess, right? But like he's there in the background going ho hum. Moraine, can you lead me around like a freaking idiot, right? I mean,
look at Egwene. She only has 17 more words than Rand. It all 5 episodes. All the talking is being done by the older women, and then, of course, the BIPOC bestest ever Nynaeve. So, I mean, we know who's going to be the Dragon Reborn. We know.
Egwene is going to shoot up into 3rd place after this episode, I think.
Oh, you're probably right.
This next one with all the, I think Egwene is going to launch like way up here, probably right behind Lanfear.
Unless
the
Damane does their job and gets the bitch to shut up.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. I agree.
No. So the reason Egwene is going to really take off these last 3 episodes is that if you listen to all the stuff ahead of the season, everybody was saying, Egwene's arc is really the one that was the most impactful and the one we're looking forward to. Actors don't watch their stuff. They just remember what they spent the most time doing. So the fact that Egwene's arc is the one they remember means they spent a ton of time on her bullshit. So, yeah, expect to see Egwene up at like 3rd place.
You think so? Yeah. Like, you think it's going to be just Egwene all the time? Next episode with a dash of Moraine and political nonsense and, because I mean, we already know, like, that's the clip they released. Political, family drama that doesn't exist. Like, thank God we're getting Moraine family drama instead of any sort of drama between the big 3 or anything like that, right? We get a conversation between
it's so basic, bitch.
Moraine and his sister. It's like.
Yeah, in the article, this is what the articles are selling, is that this episode is going to be Moiraine sticking it to her sister. And I'm like, what?
Who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Like, great. Can we move on? Like,
Falcon Crest did it better, man. I mean, that's the whole thing. I keep saying it. This is Dallas. This is Falcon Crest. This is a soap opera. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit.
I'll say this. There was an episode of Better Call Saul where Jimmy and his brother Chuck are, they're with their mother as she's dying. I think Jimmy McGill, or Saul Goodman, as everybody knows, is a better person than Moraine. Like Moraine Moron. I take responsibility.
Yeah,
is probably one of the most evil characters I've ever seen.
They've made her just straight up evil. Like she doesn't care about anybody, and they're trying. And again, we'll play the clip because that's what they're trying to do in this clip. Okay, they're trying to do the nothing matters but the Dragon Reborn. I've ignored my family. I've ignored everything. I've made all these sacrifices because I heard that the Dragon Reborn was born again, and I've dedicated my life to protecting him and guiding him and doing all that. It's like. Great. How's that doing, Moraine? You've done a bang up job so far.
I have a question. For you guys. Yes. I haven't gone that far in the series yet, but like in Star Wars, the Jedi have like no relationship with their families once they go to the temple and all that. Do they talk about like the Aes Sedai's relationship with their families? Like, is it completely severed? When they take those. The Tower's their family, they take those oaths. They're no longer part. So I don't know why they're showing all this family shit in the show.
That's what these writers know how to do. And it was interesting, Brian, when you talked about that other show, which is a good show, Better Call Saul. One thing it's not fantasy.
Nope.
And we can just stop right there. I'm not going to say Robert Jordan. I'm not going to say Wheel of Time. This is the same problem that we're seeing in a lot of shows where those tropes work in episodic, current year dramas, I guess, but they don't work in high fantasy. And we're now in a point where all of that shit has been now I'm down here. All of this shit has been going on, right? And none of us care. And that's part of what I think, guys, what makes this show so hard to watch. Tell me what the through line is for any character. Pick Lan. Like, tell me about Lan's arc. Tell me about Lan crying, Lan probably in a quintuple now, and then what does Rand have to do to get better to figure himself out? Nobody gives a shit. What about Matt? Same thing. Well, Matt was in a jail cell. Matt escaped because the plot needed him to, because Min is with the Dark One. So what happens? Who gives a shit? I mean, like, who gives a shit? Now we've got Moiraine, who's murdering people, who's murdering horses, who's now going to fight with her sister. And I'm rooting for her sister. I'm rooting for what I hope her sister stabs her in the fucking head with a fork, and that blood spurts all over the screen, and that's the end. I hope we don't get any more episodes of this show, because it's excruciating to watch. This is not Moiraine. This is just, I don't get it. Like, I don't get what they're doing with this.
Well, and when you actually, like, you're the storylines make no sense. You're absolutely right, because it's like you try and trace Lan's back. Okay, episode 1, Lan being a bitch, following Moiraine around, trying to fight, trying to break, just trying to be a wounded puppy dog and follow Moiraine around, getting treated badly. Yeah. Episode 2, basically the same thing. Then he gets handed. Is episode 2 where he gets handed off, or is it episode 3? Because there's an episode where he's not. Whatever. So he's basically wounded puppy dog, gets handed off to another one, goes and has a picnic with a bunch of them, and talks about having sex and having a throuple, and then now he is accused Dark Friend going back to Moiraine because why? Reasons.
And that's my point. We spent all that time spinning up this horseshit emotional journey that doesn't go anywhere. That goes. How much time did we waste on the screen and crying and sighing? Okay, what's the catalyst to action to change the circumstances? Let's say that somebody does give a shit about not show Lan. Where does it go from here? Like, how does he get there? Does anybody care? It's just another dead end this show goes down to, and then it just parks right there. Like, we filled the screen. Like Matt, like, okay, we drove them into a dead end. Now we're going to have them probably be out on the road talking like they're walking down the street in Philadelphia with Starbucks on their hands. You know,
based on what I've been seeing, especially you're bringing up Lan, like, I have no confidence that he's going to pull off his arc to reclaim the 7 towers and all that. No way.
Yeah, well, kiss that. What 7 towers?
Yeah, exactly.
Towers, right. I mean, it's one of I'm not convinced he can pull off the arc they've provided him. The arc, the book arc is gone, right? Like, he's a pussy. He cries. He's not stoic. He's not. It's not Lan. But I don't even think they can pull off the arc he's given him. What is his arc?
That's what I'm saying.
What is his arc?
That's what I'm saying.
His arc is
getting over Moiraine.
Maybe getting over Moiraine, realizing he can't get over Moiraine, so he goes back to Moiraine by teleporting because their script needs him to teleport. Go ahead, mate.
Yeah. That is his arc. His arc is getting back to Moiraine's good graces that they have set up. That's all that it's about. That is it. Which is really pathetic, because that means you're trying to get on the good again graces, not
is he going to grovel?
Misdefining the word, but to sit there and go back to somebody who is less sympathetic as a character than Al Capone in The Untouchables.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who beat somebody with a baseball bat.
Yep.
What I think is so funny about this is if you swap the genders. If you made Moiraine, or I'm sorry,
what he's
going to confuse me. If you made Lan a woman, don't laugh, and made Moiraine a man, and they were having the exact same interaction where, she was being emotionally abused, this entire storyline would be, honey, are you crazy? You cannot go back to your husband.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this show won't even ask the question of, should you go back? It is quite literally, how can you go back to your abuser?
Well, why would he be
teaching codependency? It's giving men codependency storylines where the women can be sociopaths. I mean, in the true form of malignant narcissism. Okay, and you're just supposed to take it, even though she's a murderer and a manipulator and whatever it is, and treats you like shit. You're the problem, and it's that's insane. That's
the crazy thing about that murder, she's not even good at it. They think they think they've written it like she's this great smart manipulator. She's manipulated all these events. No, she hasn't. She's terrible. No. She's getting people killed. She's hiding in Carrion. Like, she'll never think to look there. You're not
at her family's her families or well-known families.
You're not putting any of those people in danger. None of those people are in danger because crazy land fear is coming after. Nope, let's just hide it. It's like,
Right.
are you insane? And real quick, I want to say real quick, Pedro Dahl, good to see you. Where is Mesama? He disappeared. Is he dead? Like maybe he's next to Udo because they forgot he's a character. Like literally, they forgot he's a character because they took Igtar with them. The rest of the Shinars that are dead in the cages. Where is Mesama? Where'd he go? He was captured with the rest of them. Where is he? He's just gone.
Do you think he'll pop out when they need him? Deus Ex Masema?
I don't know if he's cast for any of the rest of the show, is he?
Yeah,
I
we've
don't know.
seen him fighting in the Falma Square.
Maybe he's a hero
So yeah,
of
he'll
the
pop
morning.
out off a roof or something and be like, "Ha ha! Ha, I escaped when we were walking here. I
would
can
still
now
want.
fly."
That would be
I
awesome.
want to see that though. I like that.
I
He's
want
good.
to.
Don't be
Mesama is
ridiculous.
the best
Egwene
character
is
in
going to
the show,
rescue him.
So I mean, I'm sorry, Alex.
Yeah.
But,
I said, don't be ridiculous. Egwene is going to rescue him.
oh, that's true.
Okay.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
That's true.
true.
Mesama is the best character in the show, though. Fight me, but it's okay. I mean, I was gonna say
So
something
far,
else, but
most convincing.
yeah.
Well,
Dude,
I
he's
find
a
it
competent
interesting
sword
though.
fighter. Yeah.
I find it interesting though that they've treated Moiraine escaping into Carrion as that little, plot device safety net thing. It's just like when Nynaeve or Nincompoop and Elaine left the forest and all of a sudden they were safe.
Mhm.
She makes it's like a game of tag. You get to the base and they can't touch you.
Yeah, we're in the clearing. Thank God we've crossed the line. They can't cast their fireballs. It's like you're in the worst place possible. Has Mesama met Rand yet? Maybe in passing, but
No.
not for
No.
what's
No, I don't think
Not
so.
on screen. Not on screen.
Not how he
I
should
mean, they
have.
might have passed each other in Faldara, like walking down the halls, but like I don't think they've actually been introduced to each other at this
I don't think
point,
Rand
so-
met any of the Shinarans.
Oh, does that mean they're gonna kill Mesama and I don't get to exist? Oh,
Mason was dead, dude.
That saves his character.
Mesama has calendar. Mesama has
that would be
calendar.
awesome. I'll take that. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Is it in his butt though? I mean,
No, he was
Yes,
digging under
Steve,
the
it is.
throne in
It's
Falme.
oh, he
Yeah.
went back. That's where he went. He went to go dig a layer down because that's where the second. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot
Yeah.
about that part where they have to go dig a layer down. So real quick, this is the clip. So they've been releasing a clip for the for the next episode every week on Wednesday to I guess build some hype, or in this case unhype what is happening. Let's get some what is happening in the chat. Lyle, good to see you. I saw you. Dovion, just say Tobias again. Hello, my friend. Is Barthanes now? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. Is Barthanes a Wraith insert? I don't think so.
Well, how they
Maybe.
change his character, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. But so this is the clip this is the clip. Lasagna's ready, boy. I'll get it for you if you need. Sorry. Into the inner home of the dragon here. So this is the clip that they have decided to release to get you ready for episode 6. Okay. So remember, we're at episode 6. We're supposed to be covering, even though it's a farce, we're supposed to be covering the Great Hunt and the Dragon Reborn. Egwene is captured, and Matt is playing, I don't know, stick my
With
thumb
himself.
up the butt with
He's
Mid, right?
playing
Yeah,
with
they're,
himself. He's playing.
yeah. They're Mid's a dark friend, and Matt is gonna change her. But this is so. Let me know if the sound doesn't work on this, because this is, unfortunately, I could not find it anywhere else either. This is EW's player. It wasn't on YouTube. It wasn't on the EW YouTube channel. It wasn't. This is the only place I could find it, and I wasn't gonna, I'll
If it
be
doesn't
honest, I
work,
didn't
I
look
can
too
get
hard.
it. If it
I
doesn't
was making lasagna that I didn't get to eat. Okay, guys. All right. So now hold on to your butts. I know you're surprised, but this is a Moraine scene. I know everybody's surprised that we have another Moraine scene, but it's also Moraine's sister, who is quickly going to advance in front of Matt in terms in number a number of words spoken, probably because of this scene.
Thumb Maryland. Wheel of Prime Carhean is Downton Abbey ordered from Wish. You're correct. You're correct.
That's why you hate Wish so much. All right, here we go. We're gonna start it.
Sister, I have.
Can you hear it?
Oh Jesus! Yes, we
Do we
can.
have that? Okay, cool. All right, good. We're gonna back it up. I don't think there's any closed captioning. Sorry, guys, we're gonna have to deal with that. But yep,
She's
no
rocking the gilf cleavage. Look at that.
Oh yeah, they were real proud of that in episode 4, like bizarrely so.
Yeah. Then she gets teamed by the Harlem Globetrotters this episode.
At least somebody's gonna get motorboated around there. I mean, come on. All right, here we go.
Sister, I haven't slept.
She has not slept. She's afraid of land fear, guys.
I already don't give a shit. I don't care. Look at this. This is a fucking clown show. This is like Downton Abbey like 2.0. This is, you should have put me in Game of Thrones meets Downton Abbey. That's what we're
Can I ask something? Who on Twitter asked what kind of sandwiches she's eating? Because I know somebody on Twitter had to have asked it. Are those finger sandwiches? Are those little cucumber delights? Is that a tomato with mayonnaise? Is that bologna on rye with whole wheat? Like, these are the questions that get asked on Twitter. It's like, so wait.
We know.
I need to know how many days she's been up.
When did bleached flour become the norm?
I was gonna say that is not how bread would look back then. And the other thing is she's eating a tuna sandwich because that's what she does. She eats some tuna. She likes the dark tuna, especially.
It's a ham Sammy.
Is it?
She made her butler get a ham Sammy for her. All right, here we go.
He probably dropped it on the floor too because of his, because his Parkinson's.
Yes.
We'll see soon, Lyle.
That's hysterical. Toxic Boreal is in the house. Holy
it's okay.
shit.
It's all good. Literally,
I love it.
Yeah, no, I know, Pedro. No, they did have time. No time. Too many characters. Here we go.
Sometimes I wonder how we all fell for it. My son worships you.
Her son worships.
Why?
Why? Like, she hasn't been around.
That's what.
Like,
So
more. Sorry.
Unearned.
Go ahead, Alex. I see you cooking.
So I'm trying to do the math here. We're gonna say she's roughly 60, right? Like, don't look at the cleavage. Look at everything else.
Golden girl age, yeah.
Yeah, 60. Yeah,
well, it'd be like 60,
65.
Okay, and in the picture we saw that Moraine is at least 20 years older than her.
Mm-hmm.
So that would make Moraine about 85.
80, 85, yeah.
Barthana's is about 40, if that. Maybe 30.
Maybe 30. I don't know that he's. Yeah, 30, maybe.
Maybe 35.
We can even say 40. Just say 40. Go high.
Yeah. So
it still doesn't work.
The gay dude. You guys are talking about the gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in order.
Yeah, the gay dude that's marrying the queen. Yeah, right.
Moraine would have been 40. But fucking this bitch over here keeps complaining that Moraine is never around, like she hasn't seen her in 60 years. So how the fuck is her son know and worship fucking Moraine if he's never even met the woman?
And also remember, she shouldn't be there. The tower only takes some young.
Yes.
So she was at the tower young. She wasn't there for the birth. She wasn't. She has written these people off. She is at the White Tower becoming Aes Sedai.
Yeah, she was on this for 25 fucking years, a quarter of a century.
Mm-hmm. But it makes for this kind of shit story. It makes for the kind of story these writers can write, which, again, you could put this in, I don't know, you could put it in a modern rom-com, you could put it in Friends, you could put it in He's Enough, you could put it in Three's Company, but again, it has no place anywhere in the fantasy genre. This conversation is meaningless. This is a meaningless, dead-end, bullshit narrative.
Yeah, don't ruin my Three's Company with this shit, man. What are you doing?
Come and knock on my door. I'll be waiting for you.
You know what Moraine needs to do? She needs to take a fucking nap. Lanfear doesn't give a
She needs to
fuck
get
about you. Oh,
railed.
sorry.
She needs to get railed. She needs to
Why
get a
not?
train
Yeah.
ran on her and maybe smoke a blunt and then have a drink and stop with the lesbian bullshit. That's the problem.
Well, she can
here,
do the
okay?
lesbo shit too. Just get in that gateway gate, light the fuck up. Like, whatever. Like, goddamn.
Worshipped you as father.
Don't, bitch. Biatch.
He asked for
I
you,
also like
you
that this
know.
objection, like, I haven't slept. Like, you know what would probably help you stay awake? Having a conversation rather than sitting in
Yes.
your dark room in front of your
Yes.
desk. You fucking.
Let's
With your modern bread sandwich.
I'm gonna
Right.
behave.
And
ahead.
and what is she doing? I mean, she sits at these desks doing absolutely
What
nothing.
is she doing? Exactly. What is she doing?
Does anybody
Is she
give a
writing
shit
book?
about what we're watching? Is there anybody in the world that believes any of this shit? How?
We're not even
Like, is there
talking about
anybody
Wheel-
who's emotionally invested in one fucking second
But
of this
this is
show?
the thing. We're not
I
even
mean,
talking about Wheel of Time shit right now. It's like, what
Oh.
is she? She's always
Just
sitting
as
at
a
the
show.
desk. What the fuck is she doing at the desk all
Yeah.
the time? Like, we
Like-
already know her eyes and ears stink. They can't find people that go into your home city. Like,
Right.
like you have.
Rosamund
what are
Pike
you
wants to sit
reading?
down. No, Rosamund Pike just wants to sit down.
And you
'cause
want to
she's-
know what else is funny?
there's
Hold on,
kissing her
and I
ass.
have to point it out because it's just another one of those things that just adds up to
Okay.
throw the frick
That was
to,
good.
to moron
Subways.
is a moron, okay? She has not the most important the paper that started this whole thing for her, that little sheet of paper. Oh, I have to outright. She has not noticed it's gone yet.
Yep.
She doesn't know it's
This-
this thing is so important that she's like, get the fuck out of here, Bill Dowan. And now you got freaking Alana and her warders calling. This thing is so important to you that you've now lost track of it. You're sitting there on a desk going through your paperwork, and you haven't noticed that the fucking pass key to let out the Forsaken is gone. Like, you are terrible.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna play.
Well,
I'm gonna play through this once. Go ahead, Nate. I'm sorry.
oh, so she sits there at least with episode 1, amidst carrying those buckets of water up a mountain. At least she had a reason to either one rest or at least take in people to talk to them about whatever the show plot wants to sit there and throw out. But now at this point, her only thing, the only thing that matters, is Rand. And
Except he doesn't.
exactly, because she's sitting there at a desk,
It's her papers.
not doing shit.
Her papers matter too.
She's probably writing to the post office on Mars and see if she can get Rand back.
The Mars
I'm gonna
post office
say-
I hear takes at least an extra 24 hours. Lanfear is backed
Yeah.
up. Okay.
Ooh,
Sorry, I was-
Lanfear's backed up.
So is this we're gonna try and go with this layout. If this is not good, I'll switch back to the other. Just Salty was getting hidden behind the chats and
Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to say hello to
I'm
all
trying to.
people, all 60 people in chat. Thank you for being here very much.
Thank you. Yeah. I absolutely. Amra, is it Amra? I got it. I freaking didn't screw it up. Amra, thanks for being here. Stuart Ford, good to see you. So the Jockster is here. How you doing? Southwind, welcome back. Hey, Gadfly, I haven't seen you in a bit. Good to see you, man. And Chris B is here as well. So I'm going to go ahead. Nick's here. What's up, Nick? I'm gonna go ahead and play it through once. I might stop it in the middle to try and avoid the old YouTubery. So let's play it through once, and then we'll crank it back because it's amazing how so much nothing has provided some entertainment making fun of it. Here we go. I'm gonna play it through. It's 1:38.
Sister,
So
I hadn't slept.
Sometimes I wonder how we all fell for it. My son worships you.
who fell for it?
We all, her family.
Oh,
and
we
their-
all fell for it. Okay, sorry. Continuing.
As I worshipped you. As father.
Don't.
He asked for you. You know.
Oh, Fuck
Yeah,
the show.
I'm just pausing for YouTube. Yeah, I don't.
God, dude.
Yep, keep going,
Oh,
keep going.
I'm
Daddy
going.
loved you more. Daddy
Yeah.
loved his Ice and Die more than me. No one loves it. Fuck off, show. Jesus
That's exactly what they're
Christ.
doing. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna get through this. I swear.
He was dying, and I was there holding his hand, and he just
No one
kept
cares.
asking for you. Father's hand. What?
See, this is why I thought I'd better call Saul, because there was a scene just like that. Remember, Steve? Alex?
Yeah. Well, but
Yep.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. The whole she should. This whole conversation shouldn't be happening because Moraine should Unfortunately, Moraine doesn't care. She's forsaken her family name. She's in the tower doing White Tower things. All this is bullshit.
It's like they're
It's all
trying.
bullshit.
It's like they're trying to tell us how great Moraine is. Like, how many times have these type of characters been affirmed so many times? Oh, you're the best at this. You're the bestest ever.
But
We
this
worship
is-
you. They worship you. Everybody loves you. Fuck
But
off.
this is also why. Sorry, you can go. Just give me a sec. This is also why they forsake. They know they're going to outlive their whole family. They know they have to train. This is why they don't go back home to their families. It's for exactly this reason, because they know it's messy and they don't want to be reminded of the life they had to leave to become an Aes Sedai, because it gets in the way of what you're doing as an Aes Sedai. Sorry, go ahead, Nate.
Yeah. Basically, Moron here should be, in relation to the books, should be saying the same thing as the guy from Clerks. I shouldn't even be here. It's that fucking simple.
Let's play through the rest, because this is just heartstring bullshit. Like it's just this is them trying to bring it back, because it's almost like, we've made Moraine a real piece of shit. Maybe we should try and make you care about her a little bit. It's like, nope, not working. This is more bullshit. All right, let's play it through. Sorry.
I'm not even sure it's that. I'm not even sure it's.
ahead.
I think they're literally grabbing genre moments of emotional journeys, and this is Downton Abbey. Like last time they did something like from Friends, last episode. Now it's going to be the Downton Abbey themed horseshit not Moiraine show. I think that's why this show is so fucked up, is it's just trying to throw different genre tropes on the screen in a fantasy world, and nothing's working. Nothing's working.
No, and I think you're onto something with that. It's like they have two groups of post-it notes. You got post-it notes that the show things we should try and get to, and you know what? I liked all these shows. I liked the Matrix where they sewed up the lips. We're gonna do that. Troy had that cool armor. We're gonna steal that. Man of Steel. I like those outfits. We're gonna put those on too, right? Yeah. So it's like they had two. It's like, we like all these shows. We're gonna do it ourselves too, right? And so I think you may be right on that, because that seems to be what's fucking happening with some of this stuff. It's crazy. So let's try and get through this. Holy shit! It's 35 seconds. All right, here we go.
Can her sister stab her in the head? Can he stab this bitch in the head?
Her dead dad is a good person.
Why are we supposed to care? Why are we supposed to care about Rosamund Pike's character? It's not.
They're telling you. They're telling you to care. They're telling you how
she is a bitch. She is a selfish psychopath. She is the definition of malignant narcissist. She will kill anybody to get what she wants. She doesn't care about her own flesh and blood. She threatens her sister and son with getting kicked out of a house just because she can do it.
Makes me wonder if the writers are capable of that.
The entire thing that they're trying to communicate and doing very poorly is that Moraine doesn't give a shit about anything except saving Rand, and she will casually sacrifice, she will sacrifice anything to do it.
That's
the
what
problem is, and they keep trying to hammer this home and hammer this home and hammer this home, and they think that that's going to make you like her because look at all the things that she's sacrificing and giving up in order to make Rand's journey happen.
She's sacrificing others, not anything herself.
Yeah, and the problem they have is that this show is so goddamn stupid that they do stuff like the horses, where it's like why didn't you just take the horse? This just makes you look like an evil bitch. Or, here where it's just, hey, Moraine, you have nothing to do. You have, for some God knows what reason, decided we're going to yeet Rand at Lanfear. First of all, why is that always your strategy? But I digress. Secondly, so you have nothing to do other than just hang out and watch him. Have a fucking conversation with your sister. That would make me like you way more than you just being a fucking cow all the time. And also, if I like Moraine and her sister, I might actually give a shit and feel bad and be concerned in case Lanfear comes and fucking kills them all. As of now, I'm cheering for fucking Lanfear.
Yeah, I still am.
Bad at this. It's mind-boggling how bad they are at this.
In other words, what Alex is saying is it's impossible to get invested in our protagonists.
Yeah, well,
But
I mean,
they're not even taking a moment to have her break down and to confide in anyone, not even her sister, no one. I had to murder a fucking horse. I had to kill 2 innocent people. Just some remorse for something. I lost my warder who I treated like shit. You can show this mercenary sensibility, this absolute dedication to the cause, but without the humanity behind that, you just make a character look like a fucking sociopath. And that's what they've done with her. You can make her ruthless, but she has to open up to somebody. You have to see her suffering for the decisions that she doesn't agree with, but she still has to make. Now she's like, well, fuck you. I'm going to kick you out of a house that you've been living in because you hurt my feelings.
Well, I just don't believe it either. It's just like, I don't believe it, like, because they're doing the whole, exactly like Alex said, they're doing the whole, I will sacrifice anything for the dragon. And it's like, I don't believe, just watching your show, I don't believe you. You've grabbed the dragon, Reborn, and you've thrown him untrained at the worst person on the planet to try and beat him.
Twice.
Now doing it again. Like, you've now done it. He's in no better place from your own freaking words. He needs to be trained.
He's worse. He's worse than we're.
So now he's emotionally attached to this person that you sent him against. He's a young man who has fallen in love with this woman before he freaking knew who she was. And now your solution is to put him in a world where she is the self-proclaimed queen of it. You've even said that the legends say she calls it her world, and your solution is to throw him into that world to do what? To fake her out and be like, oh, I really do love you. It's like, the fuck are we? That's your plan? Like, that's you protecting the Dragon Reborn. That's you making sure and guiding and helping him get to the last battle and get stronger and doing. That's just you pointing a cannon at something and saying, shoot. That's it.
Right. We've seen this kid act. We know how smart he is. This dude has no shot.
Yeah.
Like,
he needs Errol. He needs Errol there. He needs a man.
Yeah. Oh, God. I can't wait for him to bust out the sword forms in front of Lanfear. That'll be good. Like, it's just all gobbledygook, man. It's just like, I don't believe any of it. This is just supposed to be some BS emotional payoff that is another unearned emotional payoff where they're just gonna say a bunch of things and we're supposed to go, "Aw, Moraine's daddy loved her so much," and then it's like, well, for us thinking people, we go, well, that's like, she hasn't been home forever. Her father knows where she went. Like if he's delusional and dying, then maybe he's asking for. It's like this is just bullshit trying to play on heartstrings. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so maybe what we're not considering is maybe she doesn't know how to read Old Tongue and saw Lanfear and thought fear Lan and forced him away.
I want somebody to take a Legend of the Seeker some of their episodes and then randomly cut in Melrose Place and soap opera dialogue
I forgot about that show.
and string it together. If you did that and you did it in a nonsensical way where you had like 60-minute, 60-second scenes from both shows, you'd still end up with a more convincing, engaging, engrossing fantasy show. One, but number two, you'd end up with a more coherent show than this is. I have stripped Robert Jordan out of this. Like just forget it, okay? But trying to watch this shit is excruciating. We have all talked about it. It's how are they going to draw this thing to a conclusion with 3 episodes left that makes any sense when nothing has been set in motion? None of these characters have an arc where you're like, oh, they're at the place where they have to rise to the occasion, or somebody has to go into the cave, or somebody has to follow the hero's journey. It is absent from these stories. They don't even have the 3-act play. It's just talk. Oh, I hate you, bitch. Oh, I want to fuck you. Like, that's it. And then it's like, and then poof, we're out of season and we need something to happen in the last 5 minutes. Like,
To me too, there's a queen in Carhean too, so the family trees are all messed up. Like, they don't care. They just, you're right. It's like, it's all messed up. But good. Thanks for being here, Tamitsu. Eric, I see you here. Thank you for being here. In season 1, she yeeted him at what she thought was the Dark One without a plan. Why wouldn't she do the same with Lanfear? Well, exactly right, because that's what she knows, and it worked out so well. Worked out so well the first time that, by her own words, they released his strongest lieutenant. Sorry. So, I mean, the plan works so well. Why wouldn't we just do it again, right? So, I don't know. It's just, but that, like, on top of it, that is what they released to get you ready for episode 6.
Right. Yeah.
That's what we got. Like, that's exactly what, when Alex first put it in our group chat, it's like, this is all they got. It's like, literally, that's all they have. They have 0. Oh, let me get Salty back in here. You good, man?
yeah,
Oh, you're good. It's like, and it's funny because there was this other article, and I'm going to bring it up just because of what Alex just said here, because it made me laugh. Let me see. Oh, did I close it? No, it's right here. Sorry, because it made me laugh because of what he's just said, because apparently Collider agrees with you. Because season 2 is making a case for me to join the Dark One. And I don't even know that they're wrong. Like, it's just...
So someone on the red band needs to make like an Uncle Sam type of meme for World War II.
The thing about this is the character that they've created. Again, strip out what you know somebody named Thor. Just going on the characterization you've seen in this show, wouldn't Josh's character be happier with Lanfear constantly banging this MILF, hanging out, doing something meaningful with his life, going to the nut house, playing swords with his crazy friend Errol? Wouldn't that be a much more fulfilling and makes sense outcome for what they've created versus, oh, you're actually this really big important thing that's super powerful and you're gonna take on all this really terrible evil that's you're totally outgunned for, and you're only kind of on your second step and many steps to mature to this thing called the dragon, and it's all just gone. It's all just gone. I just want Josh's character to get back with Lanfear, those 2 crazy kids. They're so in love, and I want them to fuck all the time, and I want them to go and have a meaningful existence, emptying bedpans at the Carhean nut house. That's what I want.
Just give him the Choden call and let him win, and just game over. Done. She just convinces them. It's like, with these we can take over the world. It's like, all right, cool, let's do it.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, why not? Like, I mean, that's where we're at. It's like, it's just, I don't know. I didn't even read this, but it's just, the title is just like, and we're sitting here talking about it, it's just like, yeah, because the good people suck so much. Like, why am I invested in any of the good guys? Rand hasn't had a conversation Who's Rand had a conversation with in the show? Moraine?
Where is
Lanfear?
friends? Where's him and Matt? Where's him
Perrin?
and Perrin?
Where- I
The
mean,
meaningful conversations they had on the Hunt of the Horn, the growth together, the comparing of notes, all gone for this.
Well, and they're about to do
show.
they're about to have Ingtar and Loyal steal another one of Rand's scenes and bastardize it because we know Loyal somehow gets the horn back. So instead of it being Rand and Loyal, it's going to be Ingtar and Loyal sneaking around inside of Falme instead of a camp with Pan and Fade to steal the Horn of Elir. Right? That's what's happening. It's just like I
Sorry,
go ahead.
I you said Ingtar. I'm trying to place who you were talking about, and it hit me. Princess Jasmine.
Yes, the guy with the eye makeup.
Yeah.
Also, thank you, Nathan. I'm stealing that.
What, Princess Jasmine?
Oh, don't worry, I already used it.
Perfect.
Dude, they stand like champs, man. I wonder what made them like allow them to start moving. It's like, all right, you guys have been good standing there for forever. You guys can now walk around the palace.
Yeah.
Proceed. Like it's like, well, are they slaves? Are they prisoners? What are they? Like, why are they just walking around having conversations? What? It's like we don't think about any of this shit. It's just like,
Just imagine what they're gonna do. Just imagine what they're gonna do with not Egwene in the show. Just imagine how cringy, basic bitch Roots meets I don't know, Downton Abbey. I just like it's hard to comprehend how somebody wrote this on a page, gave it to their boss, and their boss then approved it, and then somebody shot it, and then all of this stuff. Like, they took what was on the page and made a TV show with it. It is ungoddamn believable to me that there are people that can be this fucking bad at their job that are not in the public sector.
Well, that's the crazy. On top of that, but that bad at their job, and their job was already done for them. They just decided that it wasn't good enough that they wanted to change it. These things should have been the easiest fucking slam dunks ever. You have the freaking material right in front of you. All you have to do is take it and put it on the screen. That's it. But no, you think you're better when you're absolutely fucking worse, and then you change every single goddamn thing, and now it's just like unrecognizable garbage. It's like, and then it's like, we're not even, half the shit we're not even talking about Wheel of Time. We're talking about the show is just stupid. Like, Moraine does nothing but sit at desks and cry and be mean. Doing what? What are you doing? Like, in the next episode, we know that frickin' Egwene is going to beat the shit out of her Suldam somehow, and that's how she's going to escape. She's going to beat the crap out of her, and then she's got to figure out all by herself how to. She's going to be like, do, and take the thing off, and then she's going to go on a rampage, and I'm assuming that fireball at the end of that preview is her nuking half of the people inside the shit. And it's like, wow, I'm so glad she was captured for half an episode. She's done so much growth. Like, her power, it's just, it's crazy.
She's unbreakable, Steve. She's unbreakable.
Well, yeah. I mean,
and how do we know that? Like, I mean, here's the thing: working within this show's story arcs, why would this show's character named Egwene be capable of anything other than sweeping? And maybe because Alana taught her getting double stuffed by two dudes at once.
Hey, let's be fair.
What else has she learned? What does she know how to do?
She can filter a fucking mean cup of water.
Okay, she can purify.
Come on.
She's a magical Brita filter. She's a magical Brita filter. Great.
You know what? Napoleon's right though. She failed at that.
We didn't see that.
Sorry,
we consider the fact that she can, raise people from the dead.
Oh, that's true too. True. I mean, we have two people that can raise people from the dead. Because Nynaeve did it too. What happens if they both raise people from the dead at the same time? Does it like heal the world? Like, does the world like I can't wait for
they'll sing Michael Jackson.
For Forsaken, you misspelled mole. It's not TITS, it's MOULE.
I don't, I can't, like, it's
trying to
so
help.
crazy. Like,
The Mole Club.
everything you think of,
It's so dumb. The show is
Everything-
so dumb. It's just,
everything you think of, it gets
it's so
worse.
and
Like, you know what, dude? That would be great. Let's get some zombies in Wheel of Time right now. Like, let's get them. Like,
Walkers,
maybe the heroes of the world
Walkers,
are these
zombies.
zombies.
get Daryl Dixon
Orcs.
up in
Wait,
here.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I can't wait. When Udo comes back as a hero, is his jaw gonna be flapping around? Like,
They're gonna do Thriller by Michael Jackson on the bridge. That's what they're gonna do. Thriller,
bottom jaw's just gonna be
yeah.
hanging off like this. He's gonna be like, I can't. It's like, oh, don't mind him. He can't talk. He's a new
Like you would
hero.
believe the
That'll-
dick I
that'll
had to
heal.
suck in the afterlife.
Oh my
Wow,
god, dude.
toxic.
Oh my god.
It's like I don't even know where we're at. It's like we're like I'm trying to. So Egwene's there. Matt is supposed. We actually have no idea where Matt is at this point, except that he's with Min stuffing each other. You know, with the dark. You know, Min's a dark friend. Matt's with her for some reason. Leandrin's playing. I'm going to distract Varen. When that whole Jesus, I'm not going to spoil anything, but the fact that
What could
the
you
fact
spoil?
the fact no, I'm talking about book. I'm talking about the
Oh,
book.
okay, never mind. Okay.
Yeah. The fact that those two are in a room together doing the things that they're doing right now in the show, just like goes, we really just don't give a fuck about anything in the books at all.
And let's remember how important Moiraine's sister was. How important was she? She was mentioned in the third person in one sentence.
Well,
No
actually,
discrete action, no discrete dialogue, no physical description. Gave a
So-
personality synopsis by a very subjective one from book Moiraine. Now we're doing this and we're burning this horseshit wannabe Downton Abbey nonsense. And what are we not getting? You saw the word count. We're not getting Rand. We're not getting Matt. We're not getting Perrin. We're not getting a fucking thing. We're getting
What
this.
I want to know is what is going to be photoed with eyeballs in the next episode, so we can discover, Yasuka's, photographic memory. So, what are we going to capture that goes? That wall had more dust on it when I photographed it yesterday, and it wasn't dusted. So Leandrin is a dark friend. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, it's gonna be some bullshit. Like, Lanfear has, or Leandrin has a speck of red dust on her robe. So she did. There's no. When I photographed with my mind where
Yes.
she picked the asparagus, there was 3 asparagus, and she brought back 5. So there's no way it's like, what the fuck are we doing? It's gonna be some stupid bullshit like that. It's like,
Great
and why
comments
she's
in
in
chat.
2 more episodes, isn't she?
I don't know. I probably because they have to fill this show with something, and it's not going to be Rand Matterpair. So we got a lot of Nynaeve, we got a lot of not Egwene, we got a lot of not Moiraine.
It's just root beer, guys. I don't drink. I don't drink. I have other. Some of you know why I don't drink. I cannot drink for reasons. If you can figure
So
that out.
I drink for him.
That's right.
Let's just put it this way: if I
I'm
drank,
hydrated.
I'd be face down right now, and nobody would see me because it would not combine with what I have to take. So,
There
who's
would be no
the
need for a
hottest chick in the-
keyboard.
Wait. Here's a good question. Are we talking? So Nas, we're talking. Are we talking? Show makes this a lot harder question. But are we talking show or what we think of the books?
Well,
I'm assuming
can I-
you're saying show, but go ahead, Nate. Go.
Okay, so in the show, it's Rand. In the
I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
in the books, man, that's a tough one. I'm partial.
It
to Min,
depends.
but
Is it
that's-
one night or for the rest of your life? That's the question.
Well,
Is it one
no,
night
it's
or the
for
rest
men,
of your
aren't they?
life?
I'm not a
Not
one
both
night type of
actually.
guy.
Well, that's
Min's
okay.
my gal.
I thought
I got
Mid
three.
was this.
I can do 365 nights a year for the rest of my life. So yeah, it's all good.
I'm trying. Jesus, like I'm trying to think right now. Hottest chick in the show.
It's the
Elaine,
chronicler.
It's Elaine. No,
Elaine.
it's Elaine. It's Elaine. What am I
Yeah,
talking
it would
about?
be
It's
Elaine.
No,
Oh, full stop. Elaine's the hottest girl in the show. Hopefully, they get her wearing some of the silk bodices with the holes and stuff everywhere. Like she
Won't
should,
happen. Not unless
Oh,
she's
yeah.
diking it up. Not unless she's scissoring with another Aes Sedai, dude. That
Or
won't
we
happen.
get some more. How old do you think they're gonna make more games? My God, but yeah. So it's Elaine by a country mile. But like I don't know. Does anybody else have anything other than Mid and Rand? I guess Land has his
The
shirt off a lot.
chronicler.
He's a hot chick.
The chronicler is hot, and the reason why I say that is because I saw pictures of her like in a bathing suit in real life, and so now
Leanne.
when I see her on screen, I'm like, oh,
You're talking about Leanne, the vampire?
yeah.
Oh, she's a beautiful fucking woman.
Smoking
Smoking hot.
diversity and boom chicka wawa.
But that's the thing. There's a ton of beautiful women in the show, but they've done such a terrible job making them look beautiful. It's like it's like
only Indigo Girls fans would be turned on by the appearances of the women in the show, which is I think deliberate. You know.
Yeah, not wrong.
I think Son of Crom. I think Avienda is pretty hot. These Aiel women look pretty good. Like
Okay,
I mean,
well, at least we know that Crom is
All
talking
yours.
about the books and not the show.
All yours. Yeah. All yours. Yeah. In the books, I would take me an Aiel chick any day of the week because they're tall and they're crazy.
Would you play that spear game? What do they call that spear game?
We'll play the spear game.
Maiden's
We'll
Maiden's
play.
Kiss.
We'll play the spear game. Yeah.
Where the hell are Bane and Chiad going to show up in this? Because they're in this season, right?
Are they?
Or was that a casting for season 3? Like I think that was it Bane. I think the woman they cast for Bane was it Bane or Chiad? I don't know. One of them was a pretty good looking.
7 and 8. Yeah,
Yes.
Raga Ragnar's as Bane is a smoke show.
Was that? Yeah. The two Bane and Chiad were terrible. So I Abby in the show, not my fiery redhead in the books. Hell yeah, but
yeah, that doesn't mean dyed red dreadlocks. That means a red
God,
head.
no, Chris.
Bane in this is 38.
What's that now, Alex?
I said even Bane in this show is 38.
Yeah.
And she's
Everybody has.
62 apparently.
What's the chick in the book's name? Maine, the
Barrelane.
first
Barrelane.
Barrelane.
Yeah, Barrelane is the book pick.
Yeah,
Which just goes to show that Perrin had mental damage. I think
Right.
Matt's dad hit him with a quarterstaff in training at some point, and just something got knocked loose, and he really never recovered.
Oh my God.
Well,
brain damage because well, I mean, I guess he was sort of coerced to do it.
Well, and
Sort
Rand
of.
too, because Rand rejected first.
Well,
Rand sort of rejected her. He had the bubble.
He didn't want to.
happen.
He didn't want to. He forced himself to.
Yeah.
the
know,
And there's a bubble of evil freaked her
and,
the fuck out. She was out of there from there. It's like,
Yeah, that's true.
Carolyn decided Rand was a little too spicy for her.
Hey, what's a bubble of evil, guys? Hey, why don't we have any more plot vision going on? Or is it just now plot vision has disappeared? It's now just Wolfie boys.
No, that was just so that he could go in to grab Uno's body and not grab it at all, and then also name Hopper.
That's right. We totally just left the body of Uno sitting there.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
cage. Somebody asked earlier. I'm sorry that Tom is not coming back. Like they've already started taping. I'm pretty sure Tom is dead.
He's not in 3.
Avienda in Cage confirms Gaul is dead. Let's see who Hurin is dead or doesn't exist. That's 3 pretty cool characters. And I have to say, at one point, I've never had so Elias.
He's probably never going to come back.
He might not.
He's just gone because fuck continuity. Fuck having a plot.
Was Hopper eating Uno? That would be great, Steph. I hope
that
he
would
was.
be awesome.
But but he might just fuck you. You could be absolutely right, but it's just like.
Oh
Like,
yeah, Elias is done.
never. It's like they couldn't figure out what to fucking have him say. All he's like, it's not your pack. It's not. They're not your pack. They're not your pack. Humans suck. Not your pack. Pack. Not yours.
Yeah.
Pack. Humans are terrible.
He's-
Why are you an asshole? Meat is good when it's raw.
He's
It's
he's
like
the male version of moron without the murder.
it's crazy.
The show is consistent in its dialogue and in its storytelling and its emotional journeys, in the sense that they're self-contained little shitlets. They're tiny little shitlets that you just hop from one shitlet to the next one over and over and over. And none of what happens in that little scene means anything. None of what happens in that scene moves the character forward in any way whatsoever. It's just, that's what makes watching this. Another thing that makes the show makes watching it difficult is that you're literally just hopping from pointless poop thing down the line until, oh look, we've ran out of time for this episode.
Huh.
That's all this show is.
Yeah, because it's like they didn't know what, like they brought him and they brought Bale in. Bale is literally just dude on boat. Like Bale is a nothing character. Apparently he's gonna show up in episode 8 to do something. Elias literally was not Elias. Elias, like, all they had to do with Elias is have them run into some tinkerers, and Elias can be, have actually a personality.
Just
like-
not make him a fucking autistic dickhead.
There you go.
True. What's the over-under on Loyal saying one goddamn word this episode? Because
Oh, he's gonna say a word. He's gonna say, "I have the box," or something like
watch
that.
him. Watch him say "steading." You know these dicks are gonna have him say "steading" just to shut us up. Like, well, in the steading, I was, and then that's it, and everybody's gonna jizz themselves.
Either that,
because
or like they're gonna Sorrell's gonna start having a conversation with him about gardeners, and he's going, "Oh, we're not like that in the setting. We do this," and then they're gonna have an exposition dump of how Ogier are different in Sean Chan and how they're they're part of the Death Watch Guard and all that stuff. Which have we? I guess were there any Death Watch Guard of the Forerunners? I don't remember.
I don't.
Why have we not seen it? Why have we not seen an Ogier Death Watch card? I'm not sure.
Thumb Marilyn nailed it, and that's true. Yeah.
Notice the tone of all the characters in Wheel of Prime. There's no work, no kindness, no decency. Tom, Elias, random characters. Everyone is an a-hole, and that's absolutely true, because when you try I try to separate. It's really hard, obviously. But when you try to think, even with how bad it is, even some bad shows have a character that you go, okay, I like that guy.
Yeah.
What character in here can you say that you actually like at all? I can't think of one.
None.
I don't even know that Tam is just nothing. Like
he's nothing, but at least he was a nice guy in the
show. Right? I mean,
he's a great actor. He was great as Roose Bolton in Game of Thrones.
And we've wasted that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can deliberately set out to have a character that's an unlikable asshole, but if you're actually interested in creating a story, that character then has some type of revelation, or it's part of their hero's journey where they become likable, or they have utility, or they do something heroic. Nobody here has anything like that. The writers of this show, again, I'll take even just a simplified 3-step hero's journey. I'm a dick. Something magical happens, and then I do something heroic. We don't get that. We're just, I'm an asshole. I'm a sociopath. I'm a bitch. I'm needy. I'm vain. No, it just, that's it. And then jump. That's it. And I'm the bestest ever.
And then the writers say, "Oh, this is we love you. We love you. We love you. They love you. You're the best." Shut up.
Tomitsu says that's not Avienda, that's gender swapped Gaul that they named Avienda because people making this show never had a friend before. That's right. No, you're absolutely 100% right.
I agree.
It's like And then I don't know. People again were freaking cheesing themselves over the Aiel humor. She's
Were
like,
they?
it was
I mean,
like
really?
Yeah, they were.
Like through
Yeah.
they
like
were.
four dudes on Twitter, or are you talking about the clowns that are the shills for
No,
this?
there
No,
was a
go ahead,
comment
Nate.
on my video where this guy was like, "Oh, I thought her giggling was just them putting in the IL humor," and I'm like, I'm not giving these writers credit for that bullshit whatsoever. They did
No,
nothing to set it up even remotely properly.
and that's where Amanda Manethra Nathan is right. The show is expecting all of us who know the books to fill it in. The uncanny valley where we're like, oh, they meant this. They didn't. They don't care. They're relying on people just like with WandaVision and the MCU to go, well, it's got to get better. It has to mean this. There's no other reason they wouldn't do it this way. Guess what? The reason why is because it's dog shit. Okay? Our codependence on these shows to be something not this bad is a danger. It's a danger to you as an audience member. It sucks to seem like we're black pilled. We're not. What it is we're not allowing ourselves to be manipulated. And that is the best thing you can do. Call this shit out. Make them tell a story.
So I think that's fair too. Varen's the closest one to a semi-warm character. She's at least not mean to everybody. So I think that's the only character that has a semi-warmth is maybe Varen. She's still an
Fair.
overconfident girl boss, but she's at least showed some kindness and camaraderie with Yaska. The problem I have is Yaska she is playing her character from Harry Potter. It's just it totally took it just I don't know. It didn't fit. It was just like it just was like. Ugh.
I love you,
completely
Zach.
disagree, Salty. Bascom is a gay man, and he hops in bed with a lot of who's the at best a 4. That's
a
heroic.
centipede.
Well,
That's a centipede, and I want to know who's in the middle, who's getting double stuffed. We'll just say that.
We
I
already
don't
saw
really
that.
want to know.
so
Yeah.
Zax is going to be talking about One Piece here in about an hour or so. So go check that out after we're done too, because like I think honestly, if anybody hasn't seen One Piece and they're thinking about it, they should watch it. Okay, especially if you're a fan of the anime, because it's actually a show that actually respects what it came from. Because I only know that because I watched the show and then I was curious, so I popped the anime on and I saw pretty much every story beat. Not all of them, but every I didn't watch the whole anime because who can right now, right? But I watched enough that I'm like, okay, I see that happening in the show. I see that happening in the anime. I saw that happen in the show. I see that happening in the anime. So that one, at least, I think sounds like, and taking it from all sides, it sounds like that one got it right. I don't, and on top of that, even if you're getting a lot of critical acclaim and a lot of good word of mouth from the show, it's like, obviously, when you do it right, people will freaking lift you up. So when is the money run out, and we actually have to start making fucking good shows again? Like, I guess
This
it's
is all spent. This is all spent, and maybe this is part of the reason this thing sat on the shelf for a year and a half, and they didn't know what to do with it. They didn't know whether they should reshoot it. And then remember that Amazon brought that money guy in to go, where the hell is all the money gone? And I just think that, like, fuck it, just release this show. Like we've already spent the money. We don't have any other content. Let's just put it out there. The other thing to remember about this show that calls itself Wheel of Time, if Amazon canceled this show, how could they stand through the scrutiny of what happened with the Rings of Power? This show is a buffer that allows them to say, well, we've got 2 successful fantasy shows, neither one of them which have completion ratings. But if they got rid of this show, people would go, you got rid of a show which might have a 5% greater completion rate than the Rings of Power. So that's why this shit exists. That's why it's here.
Yeah, I think Rings of Power is probably I think that's why it might survive at least to the 3rd season, because they're already in the middle of it. Is because
that's why
we've said it forever that Wheel of Power, Jesus, Wheel of Time is been sort of a buffer or a testing ground for shit that they wanted to try, which is weird because now they've created their own false positive. They put a bunch of Wheel of Time stuff into Rings of Power and it failed.
Yeah.
Good job. Way to get the sample set right. But okay, did I?
Good night, Shader
Somebody,
Heron.
good night, Shadowheart. Thank you, man. I appreciate you being here and all your comments, dude. Thank you. Sorry. Uh, I thought I saw somewhere or heard something and it wasn't in the show. Somebody remind. Is Lanfear supposed to be in love with Ishmael in the show?
Maybe they're fucking.
Because
Everybody.
No, they've repeatedly said that their relationship is extremely complicated.
Fuck.
so they're just
Yeah, they're
pillow
fucking.
friends?
So then you
They're
don't
fucking.
have to write anything cohesive when you say that. You just have
Correct.
to make shit up. Yeah.
Oh,
But
I wish it was.
complicated in their language is sexual.
I
Yes.
wish Wheel of Prime was supposed to be a Conan series directed. By, that would be great. I would take that.
That would be improvement, even with Dan and Dave. Jesus Christ. I can't believe I'm saying that.
I don't know. Dan and Dave are freaking.
This isn't over, guys. This isn't over. This isn't going to change anytime soon. There's absolutely nothing that's going to come out to be like it was before. That sounds shitty. Salty's an asshole. Fine. The problem is there really isn't. Okay? Some of these scripts are still in development and done, and they will be shot as soon as this bullshit strike stuff is over. Okay? There is nothing in the pipeline that is going to come and give us what we want. We have to read books, we have to own physical media, and we have to talk amongst ourselves and find other ways to entertain ourselves. Hollywood is not in the business anymore of being a customer-driven business. It's not at all. Will there be some new studios to come out and make good stuff? Probably. Those are years away, if they ever come at all. I hate to say that, but it's true. Okay, we can hope for the best, but God damn it, we have to prepare for the worst. We have to. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just.
Wait, leave me
Go ahead,
hanging
Dave.
there, guys. Come on.
Sorry, I was just
Yay.
looking for something.
I'm not wrong. I'm not
You're
wrong.
not wrong.
No, you're not.
No. And I'm sick of other content creators creating false hope. Because you need to save yourself. All of us need to save ourselves. We need to lift one another up. We need to say, you're not crazy. We need to recommend new shows, new books, new series to share with one another. And yeah, we can sit here and tear down shit like this and other things that are out there. But Hollywood is not in the business that made it a lot of money. And there's no indication it's going to change when all the clowns that are striking are going to come back. Okay? So we got to help each other out, recommend book series, watch different shows.
Yeah, go back and watch the stuff that you did when you were a kid instead of trying to sit there and make something up that is good. In Hollywood eyes, it's all crap. There is a bunch of stuff out there that you can go back to from your younger days to watch, to read, to enjoy, to immerse yourself in.
There's way more stuff that's already been out for decades compared to the content, the crap that we're getting now. So there's always shit to discover. Sometimes in order to look forward, and I'm going to be quoting Game of Thrones, sometimes in order to look forward, you got to go backwards.
Yeah.
Sorry, give me one
I
sec,
don't.
guys.
I'm not being negative. What I am is I'm kind of telling you to prepare. I'm kind of telling you to be a prepper with your entertainment and your escapism. Okay. I want communities.
I want to see some retro movies in the theater. Like I want to see some older movies that came out before my time.
I talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
See, Nerdporial, you're spot on. There's a drive-in movie theater. You know what it's playing? It's playing Barbie. It's playing all the Disney movies that nobody wanted to see. Nobody's going. Okay. And it's like, you know what I want? I want Casablanca. I want The Empire Strikes Back. I want Close Encounters. Okay. I want Blade. Shit. I want like a good movie. Could you imagine if they played Lord of the Rings on a drive-in movie theater? I'd be there every goddamn night. Like, you know what's playing at my local theater? The Nun 2? What the fuck is that? And then some other horror thing like Saw Hack, I don't know, like 3? Like, who the fuck wants to see that?
Well, nobody's
Sorry.
going to the theater anymore or anything, right?
Yep.
I mean, so so I don't know if I'm assuming everybody. I don't know if everybody saw this or seen this or not, but this is the official uh, preview into the next episode. Uh, I checked on Twitter. There's nothing on Twitter either. So like they're not pushing very hard here to get to get people in there. I don't. It's very weird that there's just nothing. I feel like there's something missing from their like. I don't know. The more and more I think about how there's not anything coming out, the more and more I feel like they've been affected by not having these little shorts that they had coming out in between everything, because they use those each one of those coming out as like an advertisement to get people to the show. So, like, I'm still very curious whether these animated shorts are ever going to come out, and if it's going to be on Amazon or it's going to be on its own thing, because it's not looking like it. I think that's hurting their promotional material because they're not promoting anything. At least on Amazon. Amazon's not like.
Steve, to kind of go off on a little bit of a tangent. You know what this looks like on the screen right now? Do you know what this makes me think of right now? And this is something you and I disagree on. This looks like Tears of the Kingdom. This looks like The Depths.
Oh Jesus!
It does a little bit actually. You're not wrong. What is that? I'm trying. Wait a second. What is that circle of rocks there? By the way.
It's a Korok seed, obviously.
No. Wait, there's things. Dude, you see this? Those are statues.
I can't. It's like 1/4 of the screen, dude. You're gonna have to get rid of all of this.
Well, I'm sorry. I got it here. I'll bring it up. Here we go.
Yeah, they look like statues. It's probably the stupid Forsaken again.
Oh God.
But why? So why is it a circle? What are they doing there?
Why do they always put everything in a circle? I don't.
Is this going to be an homage to This Is Spinal Tap, where they're going to have a bunch of dwarves dancing around like on a
Stonehenge
stage?
Dude, Land's going to teleport, man. Like, I wonder if this is actually a portal stone. And Land's going to teleport to freaking Carrion.
No, they're going to freaking travel.
Hi, Alina.
He's going to teleport to back to what the fuck is it called?
It's a
Kyrie, and they're just gonna meet up, and then they're gonna say, "I'm so sorry," and then everybody's gonna forgive everybody.
They're gonna hug each other. And be
That's
like,
it.
Aw.
There's gonna be crying. There's gonna be "I forgive you."
Of course, we all know there's going to be crying. So, Elena, this is the preview for episode 6. I don't know if you got to see the Dimodred sisters crying about how they hate each other. That was the big release they released to get everybody rared to go for season 6 or for episode 6.
They fought over which one Daddy loved more.
Yep. Yeah. Because man, I feel so bad for Moraine. Okay, so I'm gonna play a little bit of this. Let's I'll try and get the sound on. The sound never seems to want to work for this, but we'll try. So here we go.
They're all gonna get in a bath. No audio, but that's okay.
So, I
why do I give a shit about any of this? Why do I give a shit about any of what's on screen? Why is anybody watching these characters give a shit about anything that's happening on screen?
I just want to see him fight so somebody can die. Like I want to see them all just have like just they can all stab each other and they can all die and then we could just move on. That's what I was, because he's not like him with like the sword.
I recommend the monster at the end of this book for your little one who wants a quick story, dude. That's awesome.
What?
So the
Shader Heron.
Sorry.
Oh.
So they've come to the conclusion that Lan is a dark friend because they found a poem in his bag.
Right.
That's the lone piece of evidence they have to reach this conclusion.
Right. Yeah. They found the poem in his bag that he randomly stole from Moraine for no reason. That Moraine hasn't noticed that she doesn't have anymore, and then they immediately know what it is for some reason. They know exactly what it is. The secret code phrase that nobody knew about. They immediately know what it is, and then they accuse him of being a dark friend. Lan, remember, this is Lan. They accuse him
Yep.
of being a dark friend because he has a note in his pocket. This is the same 4D, like this is the same 4D thinking and the galactic brain things that make the wiggly Y. 100% Shiri was compulsed because
This is the blacklist.
her rewritten Y from her photographic memory was squiggly. Uh, that's that's the evidence for using to accuse people of being dark friends. Like, holy shit! Like,
It's a real mystery why Uncharted failed. It's a real mystery why Uncharted lost money, why Uncharted, I think, is rated at a 41% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay. Look at who did that, meaning Rafe Judkins, and look at what we have here. I mean, I keep saying it, guys, but somebody did reshoots substantially of season 1 to try and salvage something. It was dog shit. Now we're looking at Rafe Judkins' pure, uncut, China white Rafe Judkins. This is all Rafe.
I thought that was his boyfriend.
Is this his boyfriend?
Yeah,
I thought
it
he
is.
killed. Is that? Oh, okay. So I can't keep track of which one is his freaking boyfriend. Like, I'm sure there's many of them.
It doesn't matter. It's a bullshit scene. I mean, it's like, why are they where they're at? Maybe they're on their way to Tar-Valon, but so why would you go all the way on the way to Tar-Valon to then confront him, rather than just go ahead and confront him right when you find the letter?
Well, it's
convoluted.
This is now more convoluted bullshit drama. This is we need to have a fight scene. We need to, it's dark, so they're going to do some look at the background. It's extremely dark, so there will be some sort of sword fight.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, in somebody's mouth, there's gonna be a sword fight in somebody's mouth.
Like, they're probably gonna cut up each other, and then Alana's gonna be like, "You stupid boys, why are you fighting?" And then she's gonna heal them all, and then they're gonna go, "Moraine needs us, let's go." And then they're gonna go to Kyrgyz or some bullshit.
Oh, so nobody's gonna die? Oh man.
I hope somebody dies. I really hope.
They would be that stupid to have that be the case, to have Alana not communicate to her warders that it's not fear of Lan that's driving him to the Dark One or whatever that whole stupid idea is, and then have her come in and Deus Ex Machina be fucking saving Lan again.
Well, that's also a good question. Where is Alana? I'm pretty sure this would be Alana leading this discussion. Like, Alana would be the one out front and say if they have all decided as a group, because if you remember Alana's the one that found the letter with this dumb fuck in the pocket. So if they were going to outright accuse him of being a dark friend, she would be the one leading firstly, tying him up in fucking flows of air so he could be interrogated. Now, is that stupid because it's Lan? Yes. But that's what they would be doing.
That would be written by someone who even bothered to do a superficial analysis of the book characters, their motivations. I just think somebody's looking at a clock when they write these scripts. All right, I got to crank out this many pages. What characters? All right, Rafe's boyfriend. All right, we got to give him something to do. All right, let's give him something to do, and that's it. Like, it's just. Again, there is no through line. What I want to do is cut every scene of every set of characters and put them in a linear row from all of the season to show what they actually do. Because if you want to lose your fucking mind, watch how discordant and impossibly pointless all of the scenes are as these characters on their own. The reason why they've done this salad bar of horseshit Scooby-Doo divide everybody up nonsense is so that they can just make little pop, Moiraine fighting this, la la la. Doesn't have to make sense. But when this is done, I'm gonna string together every Rand moment on the screen, and you will see there was no story. There was no beginning, middle, or end for any of these characters.
Sorry, the dragon fate, Fufu. Sorry, that got me. I love it. Thank you. Maybe he did. Maybe it's still there. The dragon fade is still there. Uh, it's just I don't even. Yeah.
It's just
So here,
it's contrived drama. There's nothing to this.
no, and they'll get over it in a second.
Yeah,
They'll be
there's
oh,
no
it's all
lasting
good.
consequences.
But I wanted to, it was here. Hold on, I wanted to. And Elena, don't fret. We're 1 for 2. We have Land Fear of Mars. Okay, we're gonna get Werewolf Parent at some point. But I'm sorry, I forgot who it was. Oh, there it is. N.W. Mars. Yes, you can pretty much predict anytime there's going to be some sort of action scene because everything in the surrounding gets extremely dark, and you can't see anything. And then that is when you know swordplay is about to happen because or something, right? So here, let's go forward a little bit here. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I tried.
Yeah, we can't. But it's all right.
All right. So what are they making something?
What is happening here?
They
Because it
appear
looks
to
to
be
me like they're making
forming a
something.
circle.
Who's Afro chick? What's happening here?
That's the
That's
actual
the,
guy with the
yellow
linebacker warder that knocked them out in the head and killed them again.
Oh Christ!
They're dead twice. Don't
Terry
they died
I
again.
can't.
Head damage, brain damage.
They got a Ouija board, and they're drinking wine coolers, scaring each other. Wow.
Sorry. Yeah, but it's like so. It looks like they're making something. Like, are they making a fucking collar or a bracelet or like how much you want to bet they make a fucking bracelet and they help?
course they
That's
do.
what they use to free Egwene.
That's what it looks like. That's what
Because it
looks
looks like they're making something physical there, doesn't it?
I hope it's a bracelet of invisibility so she can sneak in like Bilbo Baggins
Why the fuck not?
to
It's
rescue the
one
dwarves
this
from
is
the
one
jail.
bracelet. I've used all of my platinum to make it, so it'll turn you invisible. But don't worry. The Dark One will see you if you wear it too long. It's like, or it will steal your soul and you become a gray man. It's like, stop saying shit. But like, we were looking at this yesterday, and I'm look. The more I look at it, it looks they're making. It's like they're making a physical object.
They are.
'Cause-
They are.
'cause the weaving thing, it doesn't look like the weaves here. It doesn't look like CGI. It looks like metal. So it's like they're
So-
making something.
So Step may have a point in making fireworks. That big explosion at the gate could be that.
It could-
you know,
I think they might
like-
also be making the bracelet for the to connect to the collar. But I think the funniest part here is Nynaeve's channeling.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
she's not.
Her block is apparently on right now.
She's too strong. Yeah, her block is on. Yeah, I'm too strong. I'll make that bracelet too fast. I can't do it. I can't do it.
You know who did this better was Charm, because when there was an overhead scene, you got clean. You had
Well-
3 hot sitting around doing magic stuff, and here's the crazy thing. I believed what was happening on Charm. My suspension of disbelief was orders of magnitude greater than whatever this horseshit is right here.
Well, that's yeah, John. That's part of why I was like, well, it's Elaine. Are they gonna skip straight to that?
Yeah,
Probably.
they will.
That
They will.
sounds like something they do. But yeah. All right, here we go. I just had to ask because we were looking at it before. We weren't sure, and it sure looks like they're making something.
So they take their
Oh, wait,
rings
hold on.
off so as not to give themselves away. We then get a fight scene with Rima and her warder.
Oh wait, hold on.
Perfect.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite part right here. Okay, here we go.
Oh, God.
Boom!
What are we
Juice her up,
doing here?
Me.
Dancing with the Stars.
Dude, this is a reenactment of what it looked like when Ike Turner was pissed off.
Is that the guy? Is that the guy from The Expanse? The guy Colonel? I forget what
It's
his
not.
name was.
No.
No.
It
It's
not.
reminds you
Okay.
of him. It
That would
reminds
be a
you of
good
him,
actor.
Yeah, he was a
great
great.
actor.
You're talking about Chadwick Coleman?
Yes,
That's
sure.
not him.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this isn't him, but he lays a mean shoulder block. I mean, he did kill 2 young ladies in the hallway two nights ago. What? What's that, Issa? You're welcome for whatever I did, sir. He's asleep. But I just like I don't understand. He walks like he doesn't. What is he doing? Like
Yeah, step.
you're
She's
under
powering him
attack.
up.
Yeah, are
Like,
they doing the tango? What are we doing here? Is he like? Oh, is he
It's
coming
like,
out to
what-
slap a bitch? I mean, what's
maybe
going
he's
on?
maybe he's seen enough Ice and I get. Maybe he's watched the show and he's seen too many Ice and I take knives to the chest and survive. So he's like, I will be your human shield. You can shoot me with arrow. Like that'd be great. I want to see like 18 arrows go right into his back, and then him die, and then she takes 18 more because, well, sorry, arrows aren't a
why are
thing.
these
Here's
two
Princess
aspects?
Jasmine with Aladdin. So Princess Jasmine and Aladdin have made an appearance.
I still think it's Princess Jasmine and Black Hagrid, but
Oh, wait a
Black
minute.
Hagrid?
Did you see? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did
I'll
you
go
see
back.
that? Did you see that grate? Did you
Yeah.
see that
Yeah.
grate in the wall? The only way to get into that impregnable fortress? Are they seriously going to blow up the drain?
Helm's Deep.
it's 2 towers.
Fuck the show! I can't. It's just this.
Yeah. what's up,
Sorry.
baby? No,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
it's crazy.
They're serious.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Let's play it back. What's up, buddy? You can. That doesn't matter. What's up? You okay?
Wait, is that Batgirl? Who the fuck is that? Is
It's
that
down there.
Batgirl?
Somebody
Zoe
help me. It's
Kravitz,
ready.
whatever her name is.
Oh, sorry. We're gonna get there in a minute. She gets the shit beat out of her. So is that where? So we're blowing up the drain to get in. Okay. Are there gonna be orcs involved?
Yeah.
What is this place, bitch? Why is she letting her talk? That's number one. Like she should just be like, don't talk. You're
Yeah.
my pet.
Where's her pacifier?
Oh God.
She is so unbreakable. Look at our heroine. Dual dragon to Nynaeve. When they touch hands, they're going to do
Hey,
a
lady.
bubble that encompasses the world.
Man,
Lady, the Balkans. It looks like they're gonna blow up a drain in the wall. That's what it looks like.
Maybe. Like,
I'll,
who
I'll,
freaking
I'll
knows?
tell you what. This whole set of scenes is going to make this bitch unbearable in season 3 if it ever airs.
Oh yeah. And I have to ask again because I happen to. Does this look like a crack to you guys, or am I just making it up, or is this just
Hold on.
bad freaking?
Make it big. Make it big, Steve.
It's as big
Please.
as I can get it. Let me get rid of the
Oh,
closed captioning. It's
okay.
it's Amazon's player, so like this is
Okay.
as big as I can get it.
I know.
Yeah, it does
But-
look like a crack.
It looks
It
like
does.
it's cracked to me.
Yeah, it. I can see it. Even it is cracked. Oh,
So
they have
she's-
to put joints in. They have to put joints in because whoever designed it didn't realize that you got to have this lateral movement with your
Well,
shoulders.
So I don't know if it's cracked
Yeah.
for the show or if it's cracked because it sucks. Either way, it sucks. But like,
It
is it
sucks.
she's beat the shit out of this other Damane so much that she's cracking the ADOM, or is it the ADOM is so poorly made by the showrunners that it's cracking because it sucks?
I think
it's
this is
cracking
something.
as part of the plot.
Yeah.
We had a
Or-
leak that said it's
Oh.
very likely the only way that they can get out of that is if they die. So it's very likely that this is cracked
Oh,
because
she's
hers
gonna
is,
die again. Thank God.
it's
Yes.
cracked because it's malfunctioning.
Really?
And that way she can get out of it without dying is my understanding of how this plays.
But
Wow.
this
She
was
beat-
Tony Stark tech. This was like nanotech that went on. So the nanotech had a crack in it.
But guys, she survived breakbone fever, so she could beat the shit out of a Damane and take all that pain so much that it cracked the ADOM, and now she can free herself. Guys, she's I mean, Jesus Christ!
I can't. I just.
Like how many days do you think she's gonna? How many days before she gets out? Two.
Yeah, maybe. I
Reporters
think maybe
going-
the
what
same
chat-
afternoon.
Chat, what do you think? How long is Egwene going to be actually captured in the show? Like, give me some guesses in chat because I think maybe 2, because they want to
2 or
move
3.
her along with her. Like she's gonna learn, Oh my God, Lady of the Balkans, the Atomic Indian. I love it. I love it. Boom! Every fire everywhere is going to be the atomic Indian at once. So she's gonna blow up Carhian and Falme at the same time. The sky fight will be her loins. All right, that's. So Jeremy White says 3. Mark Clark is going for a couple of hours. I like that. Luther said not even a day. I love it. It will seem like months. Well, yeah, I think that's right too.
Well,
So
yeah,
Josh says 2.
it'll feel like months because we're the ones watching the show.
Davey says 24 hours. Can you all
Welcome-
start over? Mule, I'm sorry, but you can watch it though. It's there. Don't you worry about it. What do you think? How many days is going to be captured? Go ahead, Salty.
I want to say welcome to some Centerio who says, I'm unfortunately only on book 1, but almost finished.
Ooh.
There's nothing unfortunate. You're reading the books.
Yeah.
And, you know, you are going to love The Great Hunt, especially since this show has done nothing to spoil it in any way whatsoever.
Yeah,
Just
well,
you get all.
Well,
and The Dragon Reborn. You're going to love those 2 books. Truly.
So some Centurion, Salty is absolutely correct. Keep reading. The only good you can. It's funny because we're supposed to be talking about the Great Hunt show here, and we're not talking about anything that's in the books. So nothing is going to be spoiled for you in the books by being here. So I'm glad you're here. I do want to say, if you get caught up, I know Raporial's just reading himself, just starting to read this as well. He's on the Shadow Rising. So I know we do book breakdowns with him because he's a first-time reader, which are pretty fun. So if you get caught up to the Shadow Rising, probably I think in a few weeks he's going to be doing some read-alongs, just breakdowns of the Great Hunt and stuff. So, or not the Great Hunt, the Shadow Rising and beyond. So sort of like a read-along we do with Raporial. So it's a lot of fun, especially getting his fresh take on some of the events that are going on. So think about going over there. We're all over there talking about it too, but in a good way. Like, it's funny because I love those streams because we all get to talk about why it's so good and the things that we love about it, which is why we're here talking about this fucking garbage fire, because it's just, it has nothing to do with the thing that we love.
No.
And they keep trying to pass it off as it is. It's funny to me, and I'll keep going after this. It's funny to me how the media has now stopped trying to portray this as an adaptation. It's now like a distant cousin, but all of the shills on the internet and on YouTube are still claiming that it's better and that it's accurate and that it's actually a good adaptation. So you have 2 groups of people who are shilling hard for this thing. You got the media who's saying it's better because it's not the Wheel of Time, and you have a lot of the bigger Wheel of Time YouTubers out there going, it's better, and it is the Wheel of Time, and they've made these changes because it improved Robert Jordan's story because of these changes. All the sex in it is better because Robert Jordan was a Nancy, or whatever they're saying. So it's I find it very interesting that we have this weird thing going on, but don't get it twisted. You're not ruining any book stuff by watching this show. Not a single goddamn thing. So. Chapter 3, you're on chapter 3, so hopefully we get that Shadow Rising read along here soon. But yeah, so is she gonna? So we think she's gonna free herself. Is that what's happening? She's just gonna rip that collar off because she's broke back fever. Is that what's happening?
Oh, it's
We've already seen it. We've already seen where she explodes and is shooting I don't know, force energy or whatever the hell it is at a certain point. So.
Yeah.
What will be interesting though is if they actually don't have her working out and breaking it herself, if it's actually something that occurs just by an accidental thing, because that would definitely not be in this the same character arc that they've had her in.
Because what I think is happening is obviously you look at her face, right? So I think just from her pounding the shit out of her Suldom, she's cracking the Adom. She can take that much pain. She can take that much pain. Bop, 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 and it starts cracking. And that's it. And that is it's ridiculous. But I mean,
dude, I will say her throwing punches here in a few seconds is fucking hilarious.
Well, they
speed it up, let's watch it.
They do the speed up thing here. Here we go. Hey, Loyal's talking.
What are we doing?
So, do we realize
What
that
are we
Loyal?
doing? What the fuck am I watching?
So I didn't even realize this, so I just watched this again. Do we realize that Loyal is speaking higher praises about Egwene than any praise that he's given to Randall Thor, his dear friend, who he wants to write a fucking book about?
And he's the one that named them Taverin in the first place.
Yep.
Yes.
Or
Yeah,
Perrin.
so yep. Yeah, he's singing the praises of Egwene, who I don't think they even
What?
talk.
Why is the steward of Gondor gonna be in this show? I have a question for people.
The Steward of Gondor.
Who's on
Denethor?
fire on this?
Yeah, Denethor. Who
Oh
runs
yeah,
the-
oh, sorry. He's going to blow up the drain, Salty.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
this is where he landed. This is B-roll from the Return
Oh,
of the King.
okay, all right,
Well,
okay.
I believe this is Egwene breaking out because you can see the trail of channeling goo coming out of her. So I think you can see it. You can see it in the hall. I can't point because it makes it gray, but you can see in the hallway it's got channeling goo behind her. So I think this is her having a fireball fit and breaking out by herself.
Yep.
Why not?
Sure.
Why not?
She's gonna turn into a mighty eagle and fly up into the sky and be like, "I challenge you, Ishmael." And Ishmael's gonna be like, "You are the true dragon." And then Nynaeve's gonna go up and attach her arm to her shoulder and be like, "We are now Voltron." And it's like they're just gonna connect each other. It's like, and make a giant like monster thing. That would be so cool. Like
Yeah,
Rand flies out of the air, and becomes the head. It's like, "We are 5 dragons combined."
Son of Jockster reminds us that don't forget that this show's Fanes said that there are 5 Taverin.
Who's
There are 3 Taverin.
Pat-
Sorry,
who's
I had to
Pat
do my
Fade?
Star Trek thing.
Wait a second, Pat and Fade. Who's that guy? He's not in this show.
I don't know. Yeah, Fane.
I haven't seen
said
him.
There's 5.
Pat and Fade. I haven't seen Pat and Fade. For like a second, I think we saw him. Right. I don't think he was on very long. I mean,
He skipped. He
I
skipped
haven't
in
seen
the
him.
last episode. He skipped.
He skipped the whole fucking season. Like, one of the
He's
most
a little
interesting,
light in
best
the
villains.
loafers.
Yeah. What, Chris? What if it's Egwene exacting Ingtar? Wait, what?
What if,
Sorry.
if it's Egwene executing
Executing,
Ingtar after he tries to break her out? Well,
Well,
that's
that
my theory. I think Egwene and the rest
Yeah.
of the women are going to execute Ingtar for being a dark friend. He's going to confess to them, then they're just going to murder him because that's what these type of people in this show
Oh,
do.
man. So
Am
wait a
I
second.
am I wrong?
Wait, how
You're
does
not
all
wrong,
this work?
Brian.
I'm so confused now. How is this all going to work? Because if Ingtar is getting Rand's thing with Loyal to steal the Horde back, if Ingtar is a dark friend, he's just stealing the Horde from his own people. Like, wouldn't he
give it
want
back
to
to
encourage not
Ishii.
doing that? Because he'd be giving it back to Ishii. Ishii would be like, "What the fuck are you doing? I just gave this to him. Like, are you not paying attention? Were you not in the meeting? God damn it! Oh wait, that's right. The meeting we were freaking babysitting a little girl and petting Trollocs instead of actually talking about anything. My bad."
Yeah. Gadfly Fiction says they went full Monty Python and the Holy Grail with their counting 1, 2, 5.
I can't believe it was Loyal with that voiceover for Egwene, who I don't even think they interact barely at all.
I can't believe we have to sit through 3 more episodes of this unwatchable show.
How many people have we had say Egwene is so strong? I know Nynaeve said it. Rand said it, did he?
Rand said
Loyal
it.
now said it.
Alana did at the beginning of the season in the kitchen.
Alana did. I
It's
think
like,
Moraine did. Wait, are we talking purely like strength of character, or are we also including like magical strength? Because everybody in the entire
just affirming that even though Elaine or Egwene has done nothing, just affirming that she sort of like the same way everybody's going, Nynaeve is the strongest channeler in 1,000 years. Everybody has to say that. It's like, you are the strongest channeler in 1,000 years. Nynaeve, I heard there's an Aes Sedai novice here who is the strongest in 1,000 years, and there's also her strong friend. It's like It's like, come on, please just write something.
Thumb Marilyn asks a question. He says, "Panel, when do we think Rand arrives for his Turek showdown? 15 minutes before the end of
Yes.
episode 8?"
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, we're pretty sure just from the breakdowns that Rand is not going to get to Falme till at least episode 8, because
I got another.
Because Barthanes is in the next 2 episodes, so is Moraine's sister, and of course Moraine. So if the 3 of them are all in it, then they have to.
Yeah.
And Logain's in 6 and 7 too. So if those 3 are in it, Rand is involved in that storyline, so he's got to still be in Carrion to deal with that shit. Sorry, go ahead, Napoleon.
I got a dumb theory because the show's dumb, so my dumb theories are probably likely going to happen. So they're going to fight Turok and Rand al'Thor, whatever his name is. Moron's going to steal his kill. She's going to jump like Arya from behind. She's going to stab him with that same blade that she got the fade in episode 1.
It'll be like Avengers Infinity War. Is that what you're saying? Like the gang will be there trying to pry his hand open?
No, I think he's saying, like, you know how Arya actually came out of nowhere, so Moraine's gonna jump off the roof of Falme, and she's gonna be like, ah!
And then she's gonna stab him with that blade, the same blade that she killed the Fade with.
And then you're gonna see
just stab the Fade in the mouth. That's all you gotta do.
And then you're gonna see some stupid effect where her shield breaks and like, like, oh my god! Or she's gonna stab Ishmael with it and just gonna be like,
Luther. Yes, he will turn to ice just like the Night King. Why?
Oh yeah,
because that's what this show does. They copy Game of Thrones and other better fantasy.
I agree. Yep. I agree with the ice. I agree. So
I have a prediction. I'm curious to hear your takes on it.
Absolutely.
I think episode 7 is mostly flicker.
You mean lesbian Moiraine? Is that what you mean?
Like flashbacks, like you think they're gonna go into the portal stone, and that's how we're gonna get all our
flashbacks, flash forwards, flash everything.
Really?
I also think that they're going to try
need to get the lesbian scene with them kissing when they're younger. So I mean, I get where you get that. But sorry, go ahead, Alex. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Nope,
sorry.
I think that, and I also think that they may very well use flicker as just an excuse to basically have Rand learn skills.
Oh God!
Fuck it. Oh
Fuck,
man,
dude, you might be right, dude. Why not?
So he's just going to learn sword. So not only did he learn sword fighting from a crazy man in an asylum, he's now going to learn sword skill. So they're going to steal Mass Thunder from Thunder from Reunion.
Why not?
Instead of memories, they're going to give him skills.
Do we think, Steve?
I'm trying not to give up too much importance. Sorry, go ahead.
Steve, do you still think that that Matt's shitty shader logo, not dagger thing, that he's going to attach it with duct tape to his quarterstaff? Is that what we're going to get?
So I sort of do because the more we're talking about this, right? If they do, So I'm going to try and dance around in the report. to try not to spoil Shadow Rising here. So if they're doing some of this shit. Right, so if they're doing the flicker thing for Rand, and that's how he learns stuff, that is 1-to-1 stolen from Matt, pretty much. So then that gives Matt no reason to do the things that he does to get his weapon. So why the fuck not, right? And then, like, Matt's got to show up so we can figure out what the hell's going with. Like, he still has. It's episode 6. He still hasn't got the dagger. We know he gets the dagger. So, like, he hasn't got the dagger. He hasn't got the horn. He hasn't got anything. So it's like, but I think you're probably right. I think it. I'm almost praying it happens, but I think that's what it's gonna be. It's just gonna. He's gonna have the staff. He's gonna show the dagger there, and that's gonna be it. Go ahead.
I got a question. The that vision that Min saw. Do you think that's gonna happen this season?
That's Lanfear. He's gonna stab Lanfear with the knife in the kitchen.
Okay. That's right. I didn't think about that.
That's why they foreshadowed Rand in bed being Lanfear.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly right. Oh boy. So, any other quick predictions? Because we'll be going for close to 2 hours. Any episode 6 or season whole predictions? Nate, you got anything?
Yeah, I'm probably going to off myself sometime between episode 6 and 8. so that I don't have to watch the finale. So
you gotta
pray
make
for my
reviews,
family.
though. You gotta make reviews so I can enjoy them on my ride home or at work.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Yeah.
I benefit from your suffering.
In terms of predictions, I don't know. It's I've imagined really bad things and they've topped it. So I'm just kind of I'm like my prediction would be yes, Matt killing Lanfear, sort of like with the dagger that doesn't kill Loyal. So, but it might kill Lanfear. Who knows? Lanfear may. I don't know if she's cast for next season or not.
The dagger is the only thing that can kill Forsaken.
Right, bro. Yeah,
watch it. They're not going to make an evil sucker. The dagger is the only thing that can kill Forsaken. It's the only.
Why not?
Watch that be the thing. Watch it.
Why not?
Watch it be it. I mean,
why not?
And Matt kills fucking balls. Matt kills Ishii. Matt kills Ishii on the bridge. He's...
Why not?
Right. Which means which would mean that all that is Ishii's fault because he made men take him to Carrion.
Oh my god!
This makes my head hurt, guys. I mean, it's just I've been dreading watching this next episode since the very last one ended because I knew we had to watch it. And the thing is Nathan Amanda Manethrin is right. There's no way to gird your loins. There's no way to guess how bad this is going to be because we simply do not have brains that are wired that wrong to make anything like this. And I dread this fucking show. I dread watching it.
Good night, Luther. Thank you for the TLMs. Trollocs Lives Matter. Remember, there's people inside Trollocs too, guys. Okay, treat them right. Yeah, it's crazy. This show, man. I don't even know what to do anymore. And I do think I agree with was it who was it said? Well, a few of you guys have said it. The show does love Lanfear way too much, so I don't think there's a way they'll kill her, but she'll come back. Like she'll just be like, oh, I used the magic tape to heal my she healed herself, guys. Like she healed herself. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, she'll have Loyal's book somehow.
She's like, oh, where did I get this book?
Another Terminator 2 moment because reasons.
Okay. All right. So thank you guys for being here. Any quick prediction before we get out of here?
Sure. I have plenty of dumb predictions because this is a fucking dumb show.
Crazy,
so,
just give me one.
The fight in the sky. So it's going to be Rand and Lanfear, and it's not going to be the sword fight that you think. It's going to be them just. It's going to be
talking.
More sword fight penetration. More having sex in the sky.
Are they going to profess their love for each other?
And whoever's dominating in the interaction will determine the battle. So if Lanfear's winning, then the Shan Chan are gonna get closer, and then if Rand's winning, then I don't know the White Cloaks. So
basically, if Lanfear's on top, right? If Lanfear's on top, the bad guys are winning. If Rand's on top, the good guys are winning. Okay, that tracks. I think that works.
I mean, the good guys could not be more fucked in this show.
Right.
This is a dumb, like I said, this is a dumb show. So maybe I should just write a whole bunch of ideas down and make a video about that.
Why not? It'd be better than what they got. Better than what we got.
They'll steal them.
Yeah, I want that.
They fight.
It's 4D chess right here.
You got any quick? I don't. Who knows?
I think I said it on your member stream yesterday, and it bears repeating. And I kind of wondered if I was over the top, but I think if you drive down the street and see a dog shitting in someone's yard, that is a better adaptation of what Robert Jordan's world looks like than what they have done on the screen. It's true. I cannot. the show is terrible. It has nothing to do with Wheel of Time. It's a terrible disaster thing that we endure.
Agreed. It's definitely a pile of shit. It's better. That's sad saying because Wheel of Time is not a pile of shit. But you're right. Like
No,
it's
this. I
that's
mean,
yeah.
please
No.
read
I
the
know what you
books.
mean.
No. Please read the books. But I'd rather watch a Chihuahua trying to force out something out of its little Chihuahua asshole than watch another episode of the show.
Read the
but
book.
I'm committed.
Yeah, absolutely. Read the books. Listen to Michael Kramer, Kate Redding, not to Rosamund Pike. The original books, the original audiobooks on Audible. Alex, what it says "Raised by Wolves" on your hat, right? I think we had a few people asking what your hat said.
Correct. This was Lady B thought it was an appropriate hat for parents. So
Not this parent, but the other parent. Whatever this guy's Pern. This is Pern, right? Okay, sorry.
Yep. Pern.
So, you got any quick prediction before we get out?
Pain.
Lots of that. We know that. That's not much of a
Yeah.
prediction, but yeah, you're exactly right. So-
Rocky 3 reference for those of you out there.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Pain.
Did he say
Clever
Hockey
leg?
Pain?
I love Clever leg.
Thank
ahead.
you to Tomomitsu, who I haven't seen before. Thanks for being here, and thanks for your enjoying our insanity and our pain of enduring this.
So while we still got 47 peeps here, tomorrow, pre-show and post-show on White Cloaks, we switched because you had your thing, right? So we'll be over on White Cloaks with the pregame before. We'll see if hopefully everybody can make it. Whoever can will be, and post-game after.
Yep.
Red Hand will be streaming it as always at the Discord, and we'll be doing the post-game wrap-up of this garbage fire, and we'll see where we're at. But thank you all for being here. My prediction is, oh boy, I don't even know. My brain is mush with this shit. I think Land's gonna teleport to Moraine in that Ring of Stones. We're gonna go with that one. As soon as I saw that, it's like something weird is gonna happen there. So we'll see. Anything you can think of, no matter how stupid, is possible in the Wheel of Time on Amazon Prime, guys. Thank you for being here. I will be doing the member streams where we all discuss sort of what happened in the episode earlier in the week. So Monday or Tuesday we'll have those. So if you're not a member and you want to join those and talk to us all live, or me and other members talk about it, it's been fun to do them. At some point, I'm going to say it now. It's probably going to be a late night thing. I may do it tomorrow, depending. I want to do. Members are invited. We'll see how it works out. I want to do a Wheel of Time based Gartic phone, and see what we get. That is coming soon. It'll be a lot of fun, even if it's just a mess, because it just is. But I would love to just have a Wheel of Time show, making fun of the show, Gartic phone session of us just ripping on this thing, and try and have some fun. Try and have some fun out of something that's bad. That's what we're doing here. We're trying to, we're analyzing it, we're calling it out, and then we're trying to have fun just ripping it apart. So thank you again for being here. Thank you for thank you for memberships, donations, everything you guys have always done. I appreciate it, and we will see you all very soon. We'll see you tomorrow, White Cloaks, hopefully, for episode, holy crap, 6. We're almost through this. Thanks again. We will see you soon. All hail the Lord Dragon, and Trollocs Life matters, y'all. Bye-bye.
This stream is brought to you by... Have you ever been misunderstood? A puppy in a rage monster's body? Well, we here at Trollocs Lives Matter believe there is a human inside all of us, and...
They were effectively genetically engineered war tools.
TLM, because even...
Nightmare fuel.
...needs love too. And maybe a hug.